Hey guys, we are live. We are finally live, and I hope everything is working. I hope that you hear me. I hope you see me, and I hope that you see the chart. And this time I decided to make a live stream a bit later. I have received a lot of messages for you to make the live stream later. So this time we are seeing each other after the New York session opening. We already got the CPI release, and I hope that you will enjoy this live stream. The main goal of this live stream is to show you how I analyze the market, to teach you how to apply technical analysis, to teach you how to identify key levels, how to spot price action patterns, how to apply them in trading, how to make predictions with technical analysis. And I hope, traders, that you will enjoy my teachings. Remember, traders, that during this live sessions we have a live chat, and during these live streams I always want to have a dialogue with you. I want us to have a conversation. For that reason, don't be shy and please ask your questions. During these live streams, you can ask me questions. You can ask me to analyze any instrument you want. You can ask me to analyze any pair, any financial instrument. And moreover, if something is not clear in my analysis, you can always ask. And I will constantly read the live chat. Nice to see Pi right here. Thank you for watching this trading session. Saba watches this trading session from Pakistan. Nice to see you. Nice to see you. Michael watching from Ghana. Nice to see you. Thank you for being here. Thank you so much. And you can see that I have the separate screen for the chat. Yeah, so during the entire live stream, the chat will be in front of me. So I will do my best to answer all your questions. So, and I see already a question from Pi about CPI. So, I guess the release was quite peculiar, and if initially many dollar peers were very bearish, then the market suddenly started to recover. And we will cover today euro dollar, we'll analyze gold, we'll take a look at pound dollar together, and we will analyze some other instruments as well. Nice to see Sal right here from Singapore. Thank you for watching. Nice to see Ruth from Malaysia. Nice to see Silip from South Africa. Nice to see Elvira right here. Nice to see Ram from Nepal. Super video from India. Nice to see you. Sylvia from Bulgaria. China. So many. So we have very mixed and international community here, and it's so cool that members from different parts of the world watching this trading session. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So let's warm up, traders, with analyzing euro dollar. Yes, let's take a look what happened with euro dollar. And by the way, just couple of hours earlier, I made a prediction that euro dollar will bounce, and that prediction was purely based on Fibonacci. So let me show you how I applied here the Fibonacci channel and retracement to spot a very strong support from where this bullish movement initiated. So let's take a look. Traders. When we analyze different financial instruments, remember that we always start our analysis from a daily time frame, from a higher time frame. The main point is that on higher time frames, we should identify the market trend. We should know where the market is going. And in order to identify the market trend, by the way, we strictly apply the rules. Yes, the objective rules. And after the identification of the market trend, our next task is to identify key levels, the points from where we expect a trend following or counter trend moves. Right? And the key levels are the points, the areas from where we trade, from where we consider from where we are buying or selling the market. So on euro dollar, our first task is to identify what is the current market trend. And I guess we can easily say that the market here is trading in a bearish trend. The price keeps setting new low lows and low highs. In analyzing the price action, we can easily spot right here a falling parallel channel. Yes, here is the resistance of the channel, and if we take that low, here is the support of the channel. So you can see that we are trading in a bearish trend here on EUR/dollar. Now, what we spotted earlier with my students, we spotted a very strong zone of confluence right here on EUR/dollar. We spotted a sell zone based on the resistance of the channel and that horizontal structure. And we made a prediction that from that area, EUR/dollar will drop. And you can see how nicely the market respected that zone and how nicely the market dropped from that. But even though the market was falling nicely, last week, you can see that reaching this 97 level, the market started to coil. And take a look at candlestick traders, because candlestick patterns here are very telling. Here was our initial bearish reaction from that resistance. The next day we were falling sharply, but then we started to slow down. You can see that the body of that candle was weaker than the body of that candle. It was smaller, and the next candle was even smaller, right? And then we formed two doji candles in a row. It is a very nice indication of the exhaustion of the market. But that is not the only thing. Why? That is not the only reason why EUR/dollar is growing right now. If we analyze that bullish impulse, and if we draw a Fibonacci's based on that Fibonacci retracement, you can see, traders, that doji candles were formed on 618 retracement. And you can see that with this rejection candle, the market tested the 786 and was nicely rejected from that. You can see also that here we have a falling parallel channel. And if we draw the Fibonacci channel based on that falling parallel channel, take a look, traders, what I see right here. Let's, by the way, identify the exact point from where it will be the most. Yeah, let's try to draw it from here. Yes, let's adjust our support. Yeah, here's our channel. Very nice falling channel right here, and based on that falling channel we draw the Fibonacci channel. And it turned out that right here EUR/dollar reached the confluence between the 618 retracement of the Fibonacci channel and of that impulse. Yes, so the market here reached a very peculiar zone of confluence. So what we did, traders, analyzing a daily time frame, we spotted a peculiar structure from where we expect a pullback, right? Then our task will be to analyze lower time frames. Our task will be to analyze intraday time frames and look for a confirmation of our predictions. Yes, we will look for something that confirms our local bullish bias on EUR/dollar. So let's take a look and analyze 4-hour time frame. What do we see on a 4-hour time frame, traders? The first thing that we see on a 4-hour is that here the market was coiling. The market was ranging, respecting that support. And moreover, that support matched perfectly with that intraday support. Yes, you can see that here we have a recent historical structure that the market nicely respected in the past, and from where just recently the market bounced nicely, right? And you can see that after multiple attempts of bears to break that structure, you can see that bulls finally started to push. Yes, and you can see how nicely this bullish candle is engulfing that bearish candle. But what will be the confirmation that bullish movement is initiated on EUR/dollar? There are two things to watch right here. You can see, traders, that right here we have a strong resistance. Yes, we have a strong intraday resistance from where just recently the market dropped. And I assume that a bullish breakout of that resistance will push the market higher. Yes, if the price breaks that resistance to the upside, it will be the indication that buyers are willing to break the structure. Remember that structure levels are the points, the areas where the orders of the market participants are placed. If we talk about resistance, it is the area where the selling order is placed. And if we talk about support, support is the level or the area where buying orders are placed. You can see that just recently from that resistance, sellers were selling. And most likely selling orders placed right here again. So if the price breaks that to the upside, it will indicate that buying volumes are stronger than the selling volumes from that resistance, and it will give us a trigger that euro dollar is bullish. And we will expect a bullish continuation to the closest strong structural resistance. Our closest strong structural resistance will be right here. Yes, so I hope you understand my reasoning, traders. I hope that everything is clear. Let me know in the chat if you follow. Let me know if my analysis makes sense to you. Nice to see Chiron right here, watching from Shanghai. Nice to see Ariel right here. Hi, Vasily. When we check for gold later, is it possible to see if there was head and shoulders on 4 hour? Really confused. All right. We will take a look. Let me know, traders. By the way, if you want me to analyze gold for you, let me know if you want to know my thoughts about gold. Nice to see Shai right here from Trinidad. Nice to see Victor right here. Nice to see Lisigio. So many members, by the way, from South Africa. It's very nice. Thank you for watching this session, traders. Nice to see Kamran. Nice to see Renisha. Nice to see eCool General. Nice to see you. And I see a question about EURUSD, by the way, from eCool. Let's take a look. Nice to see Selvin right here and Christina. Thank you for being here, dear traders. And by the way, I noticed that many members watch all these streams that I do. I see so many familiar names in the chat, and that is so cool. It's really cool. So what is happening right now on EURUSD? Again, traders, we are starting always with the daily time frame, and on the daily time frame you can see that for some time EURUSD was ranging. Yes, we were trading within that horizontal trading range. The price perfectly respected the support of the range and the resistance of the range. And what is happening with the pair right now? The price is breaking the resistance of the range. We already closed above that on a daily, and it looks like the market is going higher. But the main problem right now is that even though we have a confirmed bullish breakout right here, the fact is that on the left we have a strong resistance right here, right? You can see that from in the recent past, it was a strong support. And 2 times in a row, we saw very strong bullish reactions from that. And the fact is that after the breakout, that structure turned into a very strong resistance. And the market is approaching that. So I will be bullish on EURUSD only after breakout of that resistance to the upside. Only when the price breaks that to the upside, I will expect a bullish continuation to that resistance. So I really want you to be patient and wait for a bullish violation of this one. Moreover, you can see, traders, that now the pair looks quite overbought. Yes, we are pushing heavily and we haven't seen a decent pullback for a while. So from that resistance, I would even look for a pullback trade. So monitor lower time frames and look for a confirmation to short. What can be your confirmation? If we analyze the price action on the 4 hour, on the 4 hour time frame, for example, we have right here this. Take a look. I would say it is the parallel channel. Yes, cute parallel channel right here where the market is trading. So the confirmation to short might be its bearish breakout. So we will let the price test that yellow area, and if the price breaks its support to the downside, it will most likely trigger a correctional movement. Yes, so that can be a very nice confirmation. Again, we call that a confirmation because the breakout of strong intraday support will confirm the strength of sellers, and we are trying to make a prediction on a daily time frame that the structure that we spotted is strong. Yes, and violation of a strong intraday support after the test of a daily resistance, yes, is a very, 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 very nice proof of the strength of the structure. Nice to see XAUUSD, Fadil from Ireland. Nice to see you. Thank you for watching. Thank you for watching. Nice to see Kelvin right here from Ghana. Thank you so much, Kelvin, for your support. And I see a question about dollar Swiss here. Let's take a look at dollar Swiss. Traders, those who follow me on Telegram know that just recently I posted a very bullish forecast on dollar Swiss. Earlier we spotted together right here a bullish accumulation. Yes, a classic bullish accumulation pattern. Here we spotted, let's draw by the way the support from here. Here we spotted a so-called ascending triangle formation. Yes, you can see that the price here was setting high lows respecting the same highs. Yeah, so it was a perfect example of a bullish triangle. And we made a prediction that bullish breakout of its neckline, of its resistance, will be a strong bullish signal. And we projected that the retest of the broken neckline of the triangle will initiate a strong bullish movement. And the market bounced like we predicted, and the price successfully reached the year's highs. And you can see that for now, we see a strong bearish reaction from that. So what can we expect from the pair next? Now the market is stuck between two structures. We have a very strong resistance right here, and we have a very strong support right here. So technically speaking, traders, at the moment, the pair is trading within that narrow range between two structures. And the reaction of the price to its boundaries will show us the future direction of the market. So if the price breaks that resistance to the upside, it will be a very strong bullish clear. If we close above that resistance, then the pair will most likely keep growing to new highs. But if the price breaks that yellow support to the downside in that trend line, yes, it will initiate a correctional movement to lower structure levels, at least to that support. So it is the moment of indecision, local indecision. And when the market is trading within such ranges, yes, between strong resistance and support, the best strategy for us to follow is to wait for breakout. Let me know, traders, if everything is clear in my analysis. Let me know if you have any questions. Also, traders, please don't forget to support me with likes. Yes, please don't forget to like this live stream. It is very important. And also don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Now, I see a question from Manoj about gold. Please analyze gold. Let's analyze gold together, traders. Yes, let me know. Give me yes if you want me to analyze gold for you. Seba says, I'm from Pakistan, sir. Big fan of you. Thank you so much. Kamran, what about gold? Nice to see Mauritius right here. Nice to see you. Victor says, please gold, Vasily. Yes, let's do gold. Let's do gold together. Let's check what is up. So again, the first thing is to analyze the daily time frame, is to get where the market is going and what is happening with the market. So we are trading in a bearish trend, right? You can see that we are trading in a strong bearish trend. The price keeps setting right here new lows, right? And low highs, right? So trading in a bearish trend, of course, probabilities are always higher that the market will keep falling. You can see that once the market reached that level, we started a correctional movement. The market reached that resistance from where this bearish movement initiated. And it turned out that falling sharply from that resistance, the price managed to break that demand cluster. You can see that right here we got a very important historical structure, and you can see that the price violated that to the downside. Yes, it was a very strong bearish clear. Analyzing the reaction of the price to just watching the reaction of the price to current levels on intraday time frames. What I spotted right here, traders, is that range. You can see that after the strong bearish movement, the market started to coil, and the market was trading within that horizontal range. And with the today's CPI report, the price broke the support of the range to the downside. Yes, we closed below that, and then we dropped lower. And it turned out that with this bearish movement, the market reached the next strong intraday structure. Yes, you can see that right here. We have a very strong intraday structure support that the price perfectly respected, and from where we were nicely rejected. So for now, from a current perspective, I see a lot of potential scenarios. So definitely we see that that structure for now is respected. So for those who want to sell, those who want to short gold, catching the next bearish movement, I would suggest waiting for a bearish breakout of that support. Yes, violation of that support is a strong trigger, and it will push the market to current low. Yes, so let me say that again. You can see that here we have a very important intraday historical structure. It was a strong resistance. After the breakout, it turned into support, and for now the price perfectly respects that. So in order to confirm a bearish continuation to the current low, we needed bearish breakout. Those who want to buy, those who are looking for buying opportunities on gold, I would suggest waiting for a bullish breakout of that horizontal resistance. Yes, if the price breaks that resistance to the upside, it will push gold to the next strong resistance, to that structure. And you can see, traders, that it is all about breakouts. Yes, breakouts play a very important role in trading, and very often, quite accurately, breakouts indicate us the future direction of the market. And you know, I was really planning to short the breakout of that support. I really wanted to short that, expecting a bearish movement to that support. But unfortunately, with that breakout candle, the market already reached that support. So I guess it would be a bad idea to short the market right now, because we already see a strong bullish volumes from that support. So situation right now is very tricky. Yes, and for now, patience is our best friend, and the best strategy to follow for now is to wait for a breakout. Let me know, traders, by the way, what are your expectations from gold? What do you believe will happen? Are you bullish or are you bearish? Also, by the way, let me remind you what we spotted earlier together on a weekly time frame. Don't forget, traders, that on a weekly time frame, a very important thing happened recently. We got right here this very strong zone of demand, right? You can see that right here. We got a very strong horizontal demand cluster that the market violated to the downside. We closed below that structure, and then for 1, 2, 3 weeks we were trading below that before we returned back within its boundaries. And of course, after the breakout, that cluster turned into a very strong resistance. And I truly believe, traders, that within that area we have a lot of selling orders, big short orders of the of the banks, of the institutions. So I would expect in the midterm bearish continuation to much lower structure levels on gold. I believe that bearish trend will continue right here. By the way, let's briefly add the FEBs right here. Let's check what FEBs say. Remember, traders, that we always draw the FEBs based on impulse lags. Yes, when you are applying the FEBs, the important task is to correctly identify the impulse lag, and we draw the impulse lag taking into consideration the WEX as well. So drawing the Fibonacci's, let's see what we have. We almost reached 618 right here and dropped. Let's add one more Fib retracement from that high. Let's check if we have something there. Yeah, this time Fibs tell us nothing. Yeah, this time no indication at all. I guess the only clue was this confluence zone right here, from where the market was nicely rejected. So anyway, Selvin says, I am bearish on gold, but not trading it at the moment. Yes, traders, Selvin does a very, very, very good thing. When he is not sure, when he is not ready to trade, he's not trading. Yes, and I do the same. Even though I can make a very bearish prediction on gold, I admit that from a current perspective, from current levels, shorting it is not a good idea. Yes, so if you want to mature in trading, you should remember and learn that most of the time in trading, we don't trade. Most of the time, we are waiting. Alisa says, I have a question. Please, when we are drawing support and resistance zones on a daily time frame, how many touch should be considered? Alisa, everything depends, or it is very different from structure to structure. The main point is that from a strong key level is the level from where a strong bullish or bearish reaction initiated in the past. And the amount of times it is not that important. So for example, that structure right here, it was respected 1, 2, 3 times. And that structure right here, that level, was respected just 1 time. And that right here, 1 time as well. So even though the structures were respected different, what I'm trying to say is that this one here was respected many times. This one just 1 time right here. The amount of times doesn't really matter. What matters is the recent reaction. Yes, recent reaction always is the most important. If the structure was respected a lot of times in the past, but just recently the market neglected that structure is not that important as the structure from where we saw a very strong recent movement. Yes, that is what I'm trying to say. Yeah, I hope that my words make sense to you. Let me know, traders, if you have any questions. I hope I'm trying to keep things simple, yes, and occasionally, if something is not clear, remember that you can always ask. I will be happy to explain. Remy says, thanks for the live. My question, do you think it is possible to have a Fibonacci added to real value of the price discounted by real rate from the Fed? That is very, very, very hard question to answer, Remy, to be honest. Let me read that again. Do you think it is possible to have a Fibonacci added to real value of the price discounted by a real rate? Remy, what I would suggest is to watch a couple of documentaries about hedge funds and banks, and you will be so surprised how often these guys use Fibonacci's. Moreover, my good friend is working in hedge fund in Austria, And guess what they usually apply for making predictions? They apply Fibonacci's. Yes, that is crazy. Even though, by itself, Fibonacci's are pointless. But if big money use them, they work and they use them. Yes, so that is the main point. So I hope I answered your question. Let me know, traders, if everything is clear. I see a question from Rishana about NASDAQ and then from Renisha about Dow Jones. Let's analyze this indexes together, traders. Let me know, by the way, if you want me to analyze the indexes. Probably some of you want me to analyze S&P 500 as well. So the main point with Dow Jones at the moment is the fact that we are trading in a bearish trend. Yes, and those who still believe that we are trading in a bullish trend, traders, we are bearish. Yes, the price action is very bearish from the beginning of the year. We see the bearish zigzag movement with the level highs and level lows. And what recently happened with Dow Jones, the price set a new level close. Here was our previous low, and the market dropped and set a new level low. Again, it is a very important bearish clue. But there is a very big problem with shorting US 30, even though on a daily time frame the index looks very bearish. Opening a weekly time frame, the situation changes dramatically. With my students on the Dow Jones index, we spotted that major weekly structure support. You can see that in the past, it was a very strong resistance. Yes, and you can see how many times in a row the market dropped from that. And after the breakout, that area turned into a very strong support. And 1, 2, 3 times in a row, it was respected. So the point is that the next bearish movement will initiate on Dow Jones only after breakout of that yellow area. Only when we close below that on a weekly. Only then a bearish continuation will be expected, traders. So for now, I would suggest you waiting for a breakout of that weekly candle close below. Once the price breaks that, then a bearish continuation will be expected to that structure. Yes, it is again the moment of indecision. Yes, the market participants are deciding whether that structure will be respected or not. Yes, so the next bearish rally will be confirmed only after breakout. By the way, there is one more option to short Dow Jones. Here on a weekly, we also have this expanding wedge pattern. And being respected, a bullish movement may initiate from that support. And if so, we will look for shorting opportunities from that falling trend line. Yes, that falling trend line so far is the closest major weekly resistance. So we will look for shorting opportunities from here. And just from a current perspective, it is very hard to make any forecast, traders. I truly don't know what will happen. My gut feeling says that the index will drop, but for now, I'm not trading. We recently shorted the index together with my students. From that resistance, it was a very safe point to sell from. But now, no active trades. Let me know, traders, if everything is clear. I see a lot of questions about WTI Crude Oil. Yeah, that is funny, by the way. Last live stream, no one asked to analyze oil, and today I see 3 members asking to analyze that. Let me know, traders. Give me yes if you want me to analyze crude oil for you. And also, I promised Rishana to analyze NASDAQ. Rishana, let me briefly share the thoughts about NASDAQ for you. The situation there is very similar to Dow Jones. So again, the main problem is that analyzing a weekly time frame, Rishana, we have key support right here. Yes, I hope you see that support. It is a key weekly support that was respected many times in a row. Yes, it was a strong resistance, and after the breakout, it turned into support. And 1, 2, 3 times in a row, the market bounced from that. So, Rishana, for now, I would suggest you waiting for a bearish breakout of that support. Weekly candle close below that will trigger a strong bearish continuation. Yes, so that is for now the plan right here. Yeah, so WTI crude oil. Let's analyze that together. And traders, to be honest, manipulations on crude oil are crazy. Yeah, and recently, I guess the last 3 weeks, it was very hard for me to make accurate predictions on oil. With the recent fundamentals, with the recent OPEC meeting, the oil became very stubborn. Yes, and I guess you saw, traders, a confirmed bullish breakout of that major trend line here on a daily. Yes, we got this major strong falling trend line respected many times in a row in the past, and the price very easily violated that to the upside. Moreover, the price easily violated that strong horizontal resistance. But moreover, what happened then? Then the price easily dropped below that broken cluster. Yes, so according to our classic rules of the breakout, support turns into resistance, and resistance turns into support. So right here with my students, we were expecting a bullish movement from that blue area. From that blue area, we expected a bullish continuation, but it turned out that the market went lower, right? The market went lower, easily violating that cluster to the downside. And the question is, what to expect from this one next? I still remain very bullish, traders. And even though the market dropped a bit lower, I still believe that oil will bounce. The point is that analyzing the 4-hour time frame, analyzing the intraday perspective, here on a 4-hour, we may spot one more very peculiar structure. And this one right here was extremely important from the intraday perspective. Yes, you can see how many times in a row this one was respected. And you can see that once it was reached today, we were strongly rejected, and then we started to grow. Moreover, what happened right here? I guess right here we got also this falling wedge pattern, right, traders? And the market successfully violated its resistance to the upside. So I truly believe that oil will keep growing right now. I believe, traders, that soon we will see the test of a current local structure high. Yes, that is my outlook for WTI crude oil. Let me know, traders, if everything is clear. Yusuf says, hi Vasily, I wanted to know when you are trading, use daily to see bigger picture, 4 hour, 1 hour for interest. Yeah, Yusuf, so my top-down analysis, my top-down trading strategy has a very strict set of rules. And I always start my analysis with a daily time frame. And on a daily time frame, I analyze the key levels and the market trend. And then I'm patiently waiting for the test of one of the key levels that I identified. Once the market tests one of the key levels that I spotted on a daily time frame, I start looking for confirmations on a 4-hour or 1-hour time frame. Yes, and on 1-hour or 4-hour time frame, I enter the trades. So I don't open the positions on a daily. I open on a 4-hour or on hourly time frame. Equal as to analyze pound yen here. Let's analyze, traders, pound yen. Let's take a look what is the situation with pound yen here at the moment. Oh wow, we are nicely growing today, right? You can see that after a pullback from that resistance, the market reached that support, and from that support, we are nicely growing right now. So we can easily make a prediction right now, traders, that pound yen will most likely retest the current highs. Yes, here is the resistance cluster based on the current year's highs. Yes, and I believe that the market will easily reach that. The closest resistance from where we will try, the closest support, from where we'll try to buy pound yen will be that structure. It was a strong resistance in the recent past, and of course after the breakout it turns into support. So from here, from that point, we will look for a confirmation to buy, or from this resistance, from that yellow structure cluster, we will look for shorting opportunities. Yes, so on focus are two structures at the moment, that resistance and that support. By the way, traders, quick update for pound dollar. So pound dollar is nicely recovering right now, and with my students we spotted this major falling trend line together. And what we will look for on pound dollar, we will look for the test of that trend line. It is so far the closest strong major resistance, and once it is reached, from that trend line we will look for shorting. From that trend line, we'll look for a confirmation to short. I will post an update, by the way, in my free Telegram channel once I see confirmation right here. So stay tuned and don't forget to subscribe. Yeah, Shen asked about pound dollar. Shen, I hope you enjoy my analysis. By the way, traders, remember that if the price breaks that trend line to the upside, if we see a confirmed bullish breakout of that, the next goal for buyers will be that resistance, and from that resistance we will look for shorting again. Yeah, so that will be our plan right here. Rishana says, thank you for Nasdaq. Thank you, Rishana, for asking. Nice to see Monu right here. Nice to see Monu. Monu frequently watches this live streams, and I truly appreciate that. Monu is always here. Nice to see ladies laugh. Hi, Vasily, good work. Thank you so much. Thank you. Selin says, hey, Vasily, I have to sign out as have trained to catch. Really enjoyed the session. We'll catch up with rest of it a bit later. Thank you, Selin. Thank you for joining today. What is the difference between structure and key zone, says Monu. Very good question. And I guess where will be the best, I guess pound yen will be the best instrument to explain to you the difference. So the question is, what is the difference between structure as the zone and structure as the level? So first of all, let's discuss what is the idea of the zone. Take a look, traders. Analyzing the reaction of the price to this highs, you can see that the market respected that resistance, and that resistance. The price respected three levels lying very close to each other. And if we keep all these structures on the chart, this chart looks weird. And when we have many levels lying very close to each other, what we do instead, we just unite all these levels in one single zone. Yes, it is more convenient to perceive the set of these levels as the area than as different separate levels. And in comparison to that, you can see that right here we have that level. And from that exact point, the market bounced. So here we have just one single important key level. That is the difference. Yes, and I hope you got the point. Traders, if you enjoy this live stream, please don't forget to like it. And also, traders, don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. It motivates to do this live streams more often. For you, Rafael asked to analyze pound dollar. My friend, we just analyzed pound dollar. Please check the recording. I guess it was analyzed just 5 minutes ago. Yeah. Lee Me says, hello from Cambodia. Lee, thank you for watching. Now, question about pound cat. SK Art asks to analyze pound cat. So let's take a look. What is the situation with this one? So on pound cat, I was very bullish on pound cat, and I recently shared a lot of bullish forecasts on pound cat on TradingView and on Telegram. The point is, traders, that recently pound cat broke a trend line. Take a look. We got right here this major falling trend line. And you can see that in the recent past, it was a very strong resistance from where we saw very strong bearish moves. Then the price violated that with the high momentum bullish candle. And moreover, pound cat broke and closed above that very strong zone of supply as well. Yes, we got a very important structure zone that the market violated right here. The breakouts, the bullish breakout of the trend line and of that area, of course, were very important. And after a retest of a broken trend line, I really expected a bullish continuation. And I was patiently waiting for some trigger. The trigger that I spotted was a bullish breakout of this bullish flag. Yes, here we got a very nice bullish flag that was broken to the upside, and then after a retest, the price bounced. The point is that now pound cat goes higher. It looks like the price violates the current high to the upside, and the daily candle closes in just 5 hours. So if we close above that resistance, if we see a daily candle close above that, it will be a very important bullish clue. And it will push the market to the next strong resistance. Our next strong resistance will be right here. Yes, that will be the next call for buyers. So let me say that again. Here we have important horizontal resistance from where just recently the market dropped, from where just recently the market initiated a correctional movement. So in order to confirm its breakout, we need a daily candle close above, and its bullish violation will push the market to that resistance. Yes, that will be our plan on pound cat. Manoj says, thanks for sharing your most important and informative thoughts. Manoj from India. Thank you, Manoj. Thank you for watching. Christian Major says, Vasily, could you please explain how do you choose your entry points? Christian, with great pleasure. So I guess the best way to explain the entries is to show some example. Let me show you the example on US 30 index, I think. So earlier with my students, we spotted that resistance. Yes, we spotted that major resistance cluster. And once that resistance was reached, we were waiting for a confirmation with my students to short. By the way, take a look at this cute doji candle that was formed on a daily. Yes, and take a look then what happened in lower time frames. In 4-hour time frame, for example, testing that resistance, we formed right here a very nice bearish engulfing candle that engulfed 1, 2, 3, 4 bullish candles in a row. Yes, that is the indicator of the strength of the structure. And on an hourly time frame, take a look what exactly was our confirmation to short, what exactly was our trigger to short. So approaching that resistance, the market formed a very classic price action pattern, a double top pattern. And spotting that pattern, we underlined with my students its neckline. Yes, here is its neckline. The neckline is the minor support, yes, that the price respects. So our trigger to sell was a bearish breakout of that. We were waiting for a candle close below that to confirm a breakout. Once it was broken, our entry was the retest of the broken neckline. And once this candle, that candle right here, closed below the neckline, we immediately set our sell limit order on a retest. So that was our entry. And stop loss was lying above the highs of the pattern. Yes, I hope you got the point. That is the so-called conservative way to treat the financial markets. Yes, being conservative, we always treat the retests, but more aggressive traders, of course, can trade just the breakout. Yes, but I'm a very conservative type of person, so I really prefer retest trading to aggressive trading. Yes, I hope Christian, you got the point. Yes, traders, please don't forget to like this live stream. Also, let me know if you have any question. Oh, thanks. Yeah, and my neighbor. It looks like my neighbor doesn't really enjoy the live session. And traders, if you hear some noise, I'm truly sorry. Yeah, and Tinder says best adult dating site. Thank you for spamming. Yeah, it's cool that my neighbors started drilling and the spam attack started after that. So I see a question about silver. Let's take a look at silver together and let's check what is up with silver. On silver, a very important thing happened recently. On a daily time frame with my students, we spotted a very important resistance. Yes, this major falling trend line. And we discussed that its bullish breakout will be a very important bullish clue. And we were waiting for buying opportunities on its retest. And you can see that even though when the market reached that, we got some bullish reaction from that, some minor bullish reaction from that. The next day, the market easily violated the trend line to the downside. Again, manipulations here are crazy. And you can see that without any hesitation, the price first broke that to the upside and then broke that to the downside. So it makes me think that silver is returning to a global bearish trend. It looks like trading in a global bearish trend, the correctional movement on silver is over. You can see that right here. We were trading in a minor bullish trend. We formed the sequence of impulses, and then we started to fall. So I believe that silver right now will keep falling. I believe that the market will drop to 18 level quite soon. Yes, don't forget that we are trading in a major bearish trend. Don't forget that right here we have a very strong resistance that the market reached, and from where a strong bearish movement initiated. So it looks like bears will manage to reach that support. Yeah, now a question about Aussie Yen. Let's analyze Aussie Yen together. That is funny what is happening. I hope that my microphone compresses the noise that is around me right here. But traders, it is it is crazy. It is truly crazy. So Aussie Yen pair. On Aussie Yen pair on a daily time frame, we recently got a very strong bearish movement. Yes, we got a very strong bearish impulse right here, and then the market started a correctional movement. Yes, we started to trade within the range, within a narrow range. And it turned out that just recently the price broke the support of the range to the downside. Yes, we closed below that, we retested that, and then we dropped. And it looks like here the market found a very strong support. Yes, from where the market was rejected. So right now on focus, traders, is that resistance. Yes, that recently broken support that turned into resistance. If we break and close above that on a daily, a bullish continuation will be expected on Aussie Yen. Yeah, so it looks like there were a lot of buying orders within that area. And if the price will manage to break that structure here to the upside, it will most likely initiate a bullish movement. Also, traders, don't forget that here on Aussie Yen we are trading in a global bullish trend. And from that support, the market can easily initiate the next strong bullish impulse. Yes, so that is my expectations from Aussie Yen. LG asks to analyze S&P 500. Let's take a look at S&P and let's check. S&P is recovering at the moment. You can see that even though recently we set a new level close on a daily, for now we cannot really go lower. For now the price still respects the levels around 3,500. So the main point is that similar to US 30 and Dow Jones, here on S&P 500 we have that major weekly structure support. Yes, and similar to Dow Jones and Nasdaq, what we look for right here is a bearish breakout of that support to the downside. Yes, we need a weekly candle close below that to confirm the breakout. Yeah, so traders, watch carefully that area. Yes, and wait for its breakout. Remember that we are trading here in a bearish trend. Remember that we are trading in a strong bearish trend at the moment, and the next bearish wave will initiate after a breakout. Yeah, nice to see Fanizi right here from Nigeria. I enjoy your teaching. Thank you so much. Thank you, Fanizi, for watching this session live. Now let's take a look at New Zealand Yen. Question from Michael. Let's take a look what is the situation at the moment with New Zealand Yen. Traders, I hope that everything is clear. I hope you follow and I hope that my analysis makes sense to you. Sorry if I'm rushing. I hope that all the peers that I analyze, I hope that the analysis that I shared for you, for different peers, truly makes sense. Yes, so if something is not clear, please ask. I will be happy to give more insights and more details. Also, traders, let me know if you have any other instruments to analyze. If you want me to analyze some other instrument for you, probably let me know if you want me to analyze some cryptos. So on New Zealand Yen, at the moment, the situation is quite tricky. The fact is that currently the pair is trading within the range. Yes, we have a very strong support right here and very wide resistance. And you can see that just recently the price reached the support of the range. And watching how the price was reacting to the support of the range, the market was steadily falling within a falling parallel channel. And once the support was reached, you can see that we broke the resistance of the channel to the upside, retested that and went higher. I believe, traders, that now the goal for buyers is that yellow resistance. Yes, I guess the market participants will push the price to that area, and the future direction of the market will be determined by a breakout of that resistance. If we break and close that entire area to the upside, then we will expect a bullish continuation to that resistance. So I would suggest waiting for a bullish breakout right here. If we break the support of that range, though, the potential will be quite limited because our next support will be right here. Yes, so if you are bearish biased on New Zealand Yen, you can wait for a breakout of that support. It will push the market to that support. Yes. Near USDT, question from Monu. Let's take a look. It's some altcoin, right? By the way, I never analyzed this one. Let's take a look. What is the situation there? So looks like money we are trading in a bearish trend right here, right? It looks like we are very bearish, and at the moment the coin is testing the current lows. Moreover, I see some signs of the bearish accumulation right here. You can see, traders, that here we have quite big descending triangle formation, and you can see that here the price keeps setting low highs respecting the same lows. So I believe that a bearish breakout of that support will push the market lower. I believe that after the breakout, the coin can easily drop to that structure, yes, to that important horizontal structure support. So be prepared for a bearish breakout right here. What we know about the descending triangle is the fact that it is a very bearish pattern, and most of the time it breaks to the downside, and then the market goes lower. Yeah, so be prepared for a bearish continuation. Alba says hello from Miami. Thank you for watching, Alba. Thank you for being here. Let me know if you have any questions. Rafael says hello. I trade on the 15-minute chart. So do I use 1 hour, 4 hour, or 1 day time frame for checking market structures before trading lower? Good question, by the way, Rafael. So if you trade, or if you prefer to trade on 15-minute chart, then I guess you can start your analysis with a 4-hour time frame. On a 4-hour time frame, you can look for key levels, and then you can look for confirmations on 30 minutes and 15 minutes short. Yes, so if 15 minutes time frame trading, it is already scalping, so daily time frame won't be that important for you. I would better concentrate on structures that are respected on a 4-hour time frame. These structures will be more important for you. Yes, I hope that you got my answer. So question from Alba about dollar yen pair. Alba, the first thing for us to note, let me, by the way, change the broker right here. So I guess you saw that just recently dollar yen set a new high close. We violated that structural resistance to the upside. We closed above that on a daily. The price here formed this high momentum bullish candle, and it looks like we are going higher. And remember that after the breakout, that resistance cluster turned into a very important support cluster from where the next strong bullish wave may initiate. And the question is, where is the goal for buyers right now? Let's open a monthly time frame and let me show you where it is. If we open a monthly time frame and look left at structure, you can see that right here we have a very strong resistance. Yes, I hope you see that from that structure 25 years ago dollar yen dropped, and I think, traders, that from that resistance we may see some correctional movement. I think that from that resistance the pair may start falling, so pay close attention to that structure. Also, by the way, remember that because the market is very bullish, because we easily break different resistances and go higher right here, the price may also close above that resistance as well. If we violate that structure to the upside, the next strong resistance on focus will be that resistance, 160 level. And then the situation with yen is crazy. If we measure this bullish movement from 2020, yes, let's measure this bullish movement from 2020, you can see that yen already lost 43% of its value. That is crazy. That is crazy what is happening right now with yen. And many traders say that soon we will see the intervention of the Japanese central bank. But the point is that we never know how long they will wait. You can see that this bullish rally here is unstoppable. So who knows to which levels it will go. Remember, traders, do not short dollar yen. Yes, be the trend following trader right here, not the counter trend trader. It is easier right here to follow the trend than to predict the reversal. Yes, and if you want to buy dollar yen, consider that structure, then consider that structure and that structure. Three structures will be unfocused, and from one of them, look for confirmation to catch the next trend following movement. Gold. Vanessa, we already analyzed gold. Please check the recording. I shared a lot of different things about gold. So please check the recording. I guess gold was analyzed around 20 minutes ago. And I promised Victor to analyze Euro New Zealand. Let's take a look what is the situation on Euro New Zealand at the moment. So Victor, what happened recently with the pair? We violated that high. Yes, we got a very important structural resistance right here that the market violated, and we were trading for many days above that. It makes me very bullish on the pair, and moreover, analyzing the price action here on Euro New Zealand, we have this major rising trend line. Yes, and you can see how perfectly the price respects that trend line. Monitoring how the price was reacting to that trend line on intraday time frames, today I spotted this falling wedge pattern. Yes, very cute falling wedge pattern right here. And you can see that once the price reached that trend line, how nicely we bounced, violating the resistance of that wedge. Now the question is, what is next? You can see that now the pair is approaching that resistance cluster. And moreover, it looks like we have some signs of a bullish accumulation right here. You can see, Victor, that right here we have a classic bullish triangle. The price sets equal highs respecting that resistance and keeps setting high lows. So I believe, Victor, that the next bullish movement on Euro New Zealand may initiate after a bullish breakout of that yellow resistance. If we break that to the upside, if we close above that, it will push the market to higher structure levels. So wait for a bullish breakout right here. If you want to short, if you're looking for shorting opportunities on the pair, I would suggest waiting for a bearish breakout of that trend line. Yes, bearish violation, a daily candle close below that trend line will most likely trigger a correctional movement on Euro New Zealand. So consider such a scenario as well. Traders, please don't forget to like this live stream. We discussed a lot of instruments today, and I'm doing my best to answer all the questions that you ask. Shen says that pound dollar already reached the trend line and the price reacted. Let's return back to pound yen. Yeah, so Shen talks about that trend line. Yes, indeed, we see some reaction already right here. So our plan here on pound dollar traders will be to wait for some reversal pattern on intraday time frames. We need to wait for some double top right here, or head and shoulders, or bearish triangle. Yes, we need some bearish price action pattern right here being formed on that trend line. Yes, that will be our confirmation, and I will definitely post an update once I see a decent confirmation. So traders, I guess great moment to finish. So today we discussed a lot of instruments. We discussed the CPI report. We discussed gold, euro dollar. We discussed oil. I hope that you enjoyed this live stream. I hope that you learned a lot. Thank you so much for asking your questions. Thank you so much for watching the session live. I'm truly sorry about the interruption. Yes, during the stream at some moment my neighbors started drilling and it was quite interrupting, so I'm truly sorry for that, traders. Let me know, traders, by the way, what you think about making this live stream so late. Yeah, so usually we do this live streams much earlier. Let me know what do you think about doing the live stream at that time. Yeah, what are your thoughts? Also, if you have any suggestions how to improve this live streams, also let me know. I always read your comments, and your opinion is very, 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 very important for me. Thank you so much. Don't forget to like this live stream, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and on weekend I will share a very, 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 very interesting video for you. So please don't forget to watch it. Thank you so much, and have a great evening, traders.